Friends, I hopped over to DCA because I saw a news headline that has me very, very worried for the Hollywood backlot, even more worried than before. It seems that the most dead part of all of the Disneyland Resort has now gone full-on ghost status. So I'm cruising up to the backlot to see if this article was indeed correct, and it appears that it was. Wow.
It's not fair to all of us. You're not the only one.
It's not fair to all of us. Wow, look at this. See what I see? Nothing. Yeah, it's done. The Superstore is done. If this doesn't feel like another nail in the coffin of the Hollywood backlot, I don't know what does. I mean, you didn't come here and shop a lot. I always like to dip my toes in here just to see what kind of vibes. They did have some cool photo spots and a really expansive collection of Marvel memorabilia and merchandise. But what I liked most about it, that it was just something. It was life, it was noise, it was people coming and going. This part of the backlot is now so deadly quiet, so insanely abandoned. What is gonna go in here? This is crazy to see it this quiet back here. Disneyland was a buzzing, people in every land. You just saw me over on Hollywood Boulevard, completely empty behind me. This is not good for this land. Or maybe good, maybe something better's coming. Some of you may remember when this space came to life during the pandemic as the Hollywood Studio backlot. They set it up to be a little bit like going to a movie premiere, but this was actually the first space where during the pandemic we were allowed to get back inside of actual theme park land. We entered the studio backlot over from the Esplanade, and it just felt kind of great to be back on property, even though we were coming in through a back door and going over to a shop. It then, when the parks reopened and Avengers Campus opened, it transferred over to the Hero Superstore, what I referred to as the Marvel Walmart. But it is now gone because there's a new store that's opening up. The exit to the gift shop is opening up over in Avengers Campus, putting to rest the Avengers Superstore, the Hollywood backlot, and anything happening in Studio 17 in the back corner of the deadliest land in Disneyland. All right, hear me out. We have 1, 2, 3 underused locations. What if this is the home to the Avatar experience? This is the exit through the gift shop where you could buy Avatar merchandise. And this will be where they show a Avatar preview for the next film or highlight reel of the existing films to engage people into the property. I know many people, like myself, have been thinking this has got to be a Launch Bay thing. It's not going to be like a whole land. Disney's not building a whole land right now. But if it is temporary and if it is more of an experiential thing, wouldn't this be the perfect location? Because there's nothing happening here, and there's 3 different locations that could all act in a choir of Avatar experiences. I like this plan. Let's greenlight it. Another sure sign that you've started to think of Disneyland as a real little city. I was just crossing the street here in Hollywoodland, and I found myself looking both ways, as if a car was going to drive by. I mean, I guess there is technically the streetcar, but you normally have pretty big heads up when one's coming by. This little guy's having a great time. So when I say that I'm sick of getting yelled at Avengers Campus, this is the example, right? They're getting ready to do the show, so you just walk through the land, and every cast member is telling you, keep walking, stay to the right. It is by far the least fun land at Disneyland. And now all the people that show up at the very last second are the people that get the spot. the reason why the Superstore is going away is because the HQ store is going to be opening up in Avengers Campus, which to me is kind of laughable because as I just tried to walk in the land, I immediately was greeted by cast members telling everybody to stay to the right. Then the people that show up at the very end are the ones that actually get the preferred seating or standing to see the show. I just don't know how a store is going to exist in what is one of the worst designed thoroughfares of all of DCA. Not excited about the vault, but it is opening this Monday, September 18th. Definitely will have to check it out, but I am so curious to see how this location is going to play out for a store because I think that it is a miserable location due to crowd flows. So to solve all of this, we're just going to add a store underneath the Quinjet. In front of the doors, we have the spill around line of people that want to get a photo with a hero. Right now it's Iron Man over in front of the Avengers logo. We have the walkway that has to constantly get cleared for the shows. And then directly above the shop is where they do the shows on the HQ building. I cannot think of a worse place to put a store inside of Disneyland. Definitely curious how a store is going to be successful in this location. I just asked one of the cast members, and his off the top of his head reply was, I don't know, we might have to shut the store down every 30 minutes. That's not going to work. I'm really trying not to be negative here. I'm trying to be positive, but I'm having a very hard time understanding how this people flow is going to work because this is become my least favorite part of walking through all of the Disney Resort. It just doesn't flow right. And I feel bad for the cast members because I know they're just doing what they're told, but what they're being told to do just doesn't make sense. They really messed up the design of this particular part of Avengers Campus. I mean, Avengers Hallway. So there you go, friends. Literally, one door opens as one door closes. What do you think is going to go in the Hollywood backlot? And what do you think about the Avengers Vault? And what do I think about you subscribing to the channel? Well, I think that's your best idea yet. Friends, until the next time we assemble, I'll see you real soon back here inside of Disneyland. Thanks for watching.